We are live. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? We are back at another episode here at Gogi Sports. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Coming off a 2-3 night yesterday in the NHL. Tough night from what I saw from everybody. Montreal, I don't know what's going on with them. They got issues. Not St. Louis, but Vancouver. They blew that awful 3-0 lead there. We have them in the first period, thankfully. Like them first period just to come back there. They came off a bad loss there. Edmonton as well. Edmonton's been playing really good hockey, and as you guys saw, they came back and beat them 4-3. So quite a recap from yesterday. But yeah, 2-3 yesterday, guys. Overall, we are 38-42. So we're down 1.88 units in February. Overall, we're 78-71 plus 11 units from a great January. So we're off to a good start there, guys. Yeah, DX is just saying Vancouver. Unbelievable. They just got goalie issues. I didn't like what I saw from Demko there. He let in a couple weak goals as well. What's going on? Mr. Clint's also in the chat. What's going on, Clint? But yeah, Vancouver guys, I don't like what they have in their goal. They put the puck in the net. Elias Pettersson is my favorite player in NHL, guys. He's unbelievable, but they got problems on the back end and in net. So yeah, too bad about Vancouver. But today, guys, we got 7 games on the card. Let's get right back at it. We're gonna have maybe one or losing days are gonna happen, guys. But overall, winning weeks, winning months, that's what we're all about. So let's get right back on it there, guys. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. And yeah, bring everybody together and let's talk hockey here. So enough of the bicker and batter. Let's talk, get into it here. First game on the dock here is 5 p.m. Eastern time. Carolina Hurricanes versus your Tampa Bay Lightning. Looking at Nedeljkovic and Vasilevsky. You're looking at a guy here who was the AHL goalie the year last year. Not for the year. That was 2 years ago. Because of the COVID issues, was Nedeljkovic. He's a great goalie, guys, but he's 2-1-1 with a 2.44 goals against and a .911 save percentage. He's doing okay. They're going back and forth between him and Reimer, so this is Nedel's start. Overall, the team's really good in this month, guys. They're 7-3-1. They're scoring, putting the puck in the net, 31% power play, but their penalty kills, they're similar to Vancouver, guys. They got issues with their goalies, and their defense is strong. They got Slavin, they got a bunch of other guys. Sorry, there's so much numbers and crap in my mind right now, guys. But I can tell you, Carolina, they're a team that can really score. I've tried to go against them a couple times. They're a tough team to bet against. Now, until they get Mrazek back, I don't trust this team to win games in and out with Nedeljkovic and Reimer. Vasilevsky, guys, as you guys know, he's a top goalie. He's 6-2 in the month of February, 1.89 goals against, .936 save percentage. That's stellar. I can't say. Vasilevsky's probably one of my favorite goalies as well in the league, guys. He's unbelievable. The team, Tampa Bay, they're 7-3. So both these teams, guys, are playing really good hockey. Tampa Bay won the last game 4-2. To be honest, this NHL card, guys, I don't have any picks locked in for my clients, so we're going to break it all down right now. So I'm kind of with you guys here. I'll be talking it out, thinking about how the hat. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, it's actually not that bad. It's got to be 4 Celsius out here. Crazy swings in the weather. But, yeah, this Carolina-Tampa Bay game, guys, Cirelli's out for Tampa Bay, Mrazek, Teravainen. So you're pretty much looking at a healthy team for both sides. Carolina's going to want to come out. They're going to want to come out strong here, but are they going to be able to beat this Tampa Bay team? I would say this is a stay-off game here, guys. One of our guys in the chat here, DX, he bet the Lightning last game, and so did I. We were on the Lightning at 1.81 on the money line. It was a sweat. Overall, though, I just think they're the better team. Hedman, too, guys. Best defenseman in the league, in my opinion. He can do it all for this Tampa Bay team. That's one player. Cirelli, once he comes back, he's a great offensive player for Tampa Bay. This is a tough game. I'm going to stay off this game here, guys. I would lean towards Tampa Bay just because I don't trust Nedeljkovic. I don't know. The more they see from this guy, he's a good goalie. He's a little guy in net, similar to Saros, but I would stay off this game, lean towards Tampa Bay, but I do not love this one. I don't want to give it a play here that we're not 100% on. We're trying to bounce back from yesterday. Poker Addicted said he watched Vancouver way back. And when Charlie Cake asked him McCracken played, he'd put maple syrup on his stick and give everyone the sticky swipe across the neck. There you go. That's a Canadian right there. I appreciate the insight there. Vancouver, there you go. McCracken, there you go. Maple syrup. Carolina, Tampa Bay, full game under is best play from our guy V. Barry. Yeah, I don't blame you there. two good defensive teams. Only issue would be Neto Djokovic, but he's been good in the month of February, guys. 2.44 goals against, a .911 save percentage. That's in 4 games. I lean towards the under. It's 6 at even money, so that would be a good look. I would think this game should probably be a 5.5, to be honest, and it's juiced to the over at 1.87. That was last night, so could be a look to the under as well, and I would lean towards Tampa Bay. Let's get on to the next one here, though, guys. Dallas Stars. Your Dallas Stars are going up against the Florida Panthers in a rematch. We lost this one a couple nights ago, guys. We were on the Dallas Stars. I watched this game, and Dallas is just still looking pretty lost. Their defense, it's like they're trying to score the goals for their forwards. They're leaving their goalie out to dry. He had like 40 shots on net last game from Florida. So Khudobin got lit up. They're going to probably go with Oettinger here. Oettinger, I can't pronounce his name. He came from the AHL, the Texas Stars. He had a really good finish to the back end of the AHL season, and now he's come up into the league. And since Bishop's been out, this guy's been playing pretty good hockey. He's got 1 win and 3 overtime decisions there with a 2.41 goals against and a .91 save percentage. So I like Oettinger a little bit better than Neto Djokovic, but you can't like what you see from Dallas's back end right now. They got good players in Klingberg. The other Neskinen. Sorry, guys, this slipped my mind. But Dallas has got really good defensemen. Big Oleski. They got big defensemen, guys that like to push the puck, but they looked really slow in that game there with Ben and company. They looked really slow. I do expect them to bounce back here. Florida's going to go with Drager again. He's been stellar, 5-1 with a 2.32 goals against in February and a .925. So he's been the better of the two. I was hoping to see Bobrovsky, and I was gonna look Dallas here at plus 207, but it's a tough look. Florida's been really good in the month of February, guys. They're 7-3-1. Power plays humming. Both penalty kills are suffering for each team. If Dallas want to make the playoffs, they're gonna have to win some games here. And this is gonna be a good one here, guys. Radulov's still out for Dallas. Defenseman for Florida. Not familiar with him. He's out along with Akari. So this game here, guys, I would actually be leaning towards. This is a tough one here. I would lean towards the first look is an over. I expect Dallas to come back here. Khudobin is supposed to be back in per Dallas coach, saw on RotoWire. Okay, so they're going to go. Yeah, I saw that Drager was confirmed, but they're going to go Khudobin again. That's just – he got lit up there, Barry. It wasn't his fault by any means. It was not his fault. Starstruck first, though. Yeah, that's very true. Starstruck first in the first period. They just fell apart in the rest of that game. Florida's a really good team at coming back, guys. I think they've had 4 comeback wins on the year. So I would look at an over here. I still don't trust the Florida defense. They haven't done much to improve it from what it's been in the past seasons. Drager's been good. You know, I'm going against that's the only issue here. You're going up against a really hot goalie in the month of February, but Dallas, like I said, the defensemen like to move the puck up. Ben, they were slow in that game to finish off that game. The first period, I didn't see much of it, but they were up. But I expect Dallas here to put in a better effort, coming off that issue down in Texas too. Finally going to have a practice, I believe, yesterday. So I would look at the over here, guys. Let me just find the old pen. Here it is, pen and paper, baby. We're going to go with the over. Over 5.5 here, guys. Like I said, both penalty kills have been bad in the month of February. Power plays 25%, 23%. Khudobin's going to go again. I do expect him to have a better game, but Florida's just been too good of a hockey team. They're pretty much completely healthy too. So let's rock with full game over here. Dallas, Florida. That's going to be one of our best bets of the day there. I like that one enough to give it out here. Both teams too. I know Dallas, they like I said, I like what they've seen from their defensemen, moving the puck up. Khudobin, he's been very up and down, not good on the road at all. This Florida team, they can score the puck, so let's not think twice. Over 5.5, 1.95 was the overnight. I'm going to check that out right now. Let's see what we got here, guys. We got the total is 5.5, 1.96. I got to take that. I got to take it. Don't think twice, but that's another thing, guys. When you're capping these games, I found the more you look into it, the more you think three times 4 or 5. That's when next thing you know, you've passed up on a winner or something. So we're going to go with our first gut feel here is the over. First game, Carolina Tampa Bay is a no play. V Barry saying 6 and 8 to the over in these home away spots, though. Could be a tough sledding. Yeah, it could be tough sledding. Florida's defense, I'm not a big fan of the defense. Dallas, they're healthy now. They got 3 lines that can score. So this Florida team showing that they can put the puck in the net. Drieger's going again. That's going to be the question. If Dallas can get at Drieger early, this game's going over. If Drieger can hold the fort, we might sweat this one out a bit, but I don't see that happening. I think Dallas is going to come back with a better effort here. And yeah, because if not, I'm not saying anything's going to happen, but you guys saw what happened in Montreal today. Claude Julien's out the door. Did not see that coming. It's too bad. I like Julien as a Toronto guy. But yeah, if you're losing games, especially the Ottawa lost 3 of 4, there you go. So not saying, Florida's a good team, but Dallas needs to start winning some games here. And I think this is going to be an interesting game. Could see a 3-3 overtime, 4-2. Anyways, let's move on to the next one here, guys. Calgary, Toronto. Issues with the goalies. Markstrom and Anderson looking like they're not going to be playing for sure. Markstrom's out. Toronto also has Muzzin, Thornton, and Hyman. This is the time you do not want to be back in the Toronto Maple Leafs, guys. Don't look at their record at 14-4, whatever it is. Hutchinson, as you guys know, he's not a goalie you want to be backing. Rittich, he can be a sneaky, solid guy. And right now he's 1-2, but with a 1.91 and a .930 save percentage in the month of February, guys. So he's playing really good hockey. They're 6-6 right now. The Flames in the month of February. They're not scoring as much. They need to start putting the puck in the back of the net. I think, is going to be a really good spot against a Toronto team without Muzzin. Without Hyman and Muzzin are 2 grinders. Muzzin on the back end, Hyman on the forecheck. So without those 2 guys, they're going to have to have other guys stepping up. And I don't, every player has their part, and the Leafs are missing 2 pretty big parts right now. Or Calgary is just missing a goalie, and you got another hot goalie in Rittich. In my opinion, he's, like I said, he's streaky and he's moving in the right direction right now. I would look at Calgary. I don't know if I like it enough to back it here. The line is kind of telling, well, probably because of the goalie situation. You're looking at 1.69 and 2.27 on the overnight. So let's see here, guys. Sorry about the chat here. Yeah, Dallas has to win sometime, our guy DX is saying too. Clint's saying, oh, that OT prop. Yeah, it could be a good spot there. Clint, OT, Dallas, Florida. I wouldn't talk you off it, that's for sure. Battle of the backups here, V Barry saying, yeah, it could be a battle of the backups. Over could possibly be a look. I think Calgary guys can. It's a tough, over. The over is probably going to be a look too, to be honest. It's 6.5 though, for good reason. 1.95, 1.91, 2 backups. The question is Rittich here. If Rittich is on again, this game probably not going to go over. Calgary's going to win. But if Rittich is off and Toronto starts to get some offense going again, they're probably not going to get shut out. They're not going to get shut out again. It's a tough call here, guys. Let me know what you're thinking here. V. Barry's saying, yeah, Flames were impressive locking down last game. Very surprised they slammed the door. And that was the first shutout the Flames have ever had. I was looking on Twitter against Toronto since the Atlanta Thrasher days. I don't know what that meant because the Atlanta Thrashers are with the Winnipeg Jets. But anyway, the Flames were first time ever shutting out the Toronto team in Toronto. So I would lean towards the over 6.5 here. It's 1.95 though. Toronto scoring in the month of February. Calgary's allowing, well, they have been. I lean to the over there. We might come back to this one here, guys. I'm very I want to take the over, but 6.5. We're just gonna lean towards that way, but I might come back to that one, guys. Calgary, Toronto, possibly over 6.5. Anyways, let's move on to the next one here. We got a big card still with the AHL. So next one's New York Rangers versus your Philadelphia Flyers here, guys. Rangers is Shesterkin. Philly is looking at Elliott. I thought Hart would be going. Hart, he's a bad road goalie. He has a really tough time for whatever reason it is getting it going on the road. So he's a better home goalie, but they're bringing Elliott in, guys, and Elliott's he's no slouch himself here. Elliott, he's a good home goalie. He's a veteran guy. He's 0-1 in the month of February with a 2.32 goals against and a .914 save percentage. So His numbers aren't too bad. Shesterkin, on the other hand, he's been unbelievable, guys. If you don't know, in February, he's got, where are we here? 1.86 goals against and a .94 save percentage. I actually got the chance to watch this guy play here in Belleville when he played the Senators, and he's just unbelievable post to post. He doesn't mess around, no emotion out there. You can't really affect him. He's not like some of these goalies in Rittich and Lehner who are going to flip out. He's a really solid goalie. He reminds me of Vasilevsky. Shesterkin might be the next Vasilevsky. Though, you know, it's a big mountain to climb, you know, with Vasilevsky winning the Stanley Cup and whatnot. But Shesterkin, he's been a really good goalie. Issue has been the Rangers, guys. 10% power play in the month of February, but with a 96% penalty kill. So this team have been strong under team. Philly's coming back off the road trip, but Giroux is going to be back, guys. Giroux is back. He's in. But the Philly Flyers are still without Braun, Voracek, Lindholm, Lawton, and Konechny. So missing some key players, coming off a tough series with Boston, all the way in Lake Tahoe, coming back home. This could be a first period under spot here, guys. This could be a first period under spot. Only issue with that being, I'm looking at a 60% penalty kill from the Philadelphia Flyers here. Also, the Rangers are missing Kakko, Trouba, and still Heidel. I'm looking possible full game under. What do you guys think here? V. Barry's saying here he's leaning Philly here, but injury list is the concern. It is the concern. Giroux's back. That's going to help be a little more accountable, I think, on the D end. Usually takes a player a couple games or at least a period to get back into the swing of things. So I think we could get a sneaky little first period under, and I'm going to pull the trigger there, guys. First period under. Yeah, I love the way I'm seeing from Shesterkin and Philly. The Rangers aren't doing much at all. Yeah, Philadelphia's coming off a long road trip too. I like taking unders too when teams come back off a long road trip. So let's see what we're getting here on the first period. First period, we're locking this one in. Ooh, 202. I'm doing it. 202, guys. That's at Pinnacle Sports. Coming off the Bruins loss, I go Flyers. Yeah, I think it's going to be a tight game. I really like this under. Could be a full game under as well. Both teams, this is going to be a tight game. Rangers without Kakko, Trouba, still not doing much on the offensive end. Elliott's, he's a strong backup goalie, in my opinion. He's seen this team a lot. Both power plays are doing nothing right now. Giroux will help this team being more accountable on the D end, in my opinion. So, yeah, let's do first period under here. Lean towards the full game under as well. So we have two best bets so far. Excuse me. 11 and 20 to the over on the year. First period, 5 and 10 in home away spots. Like the first period under as well. Love when you got your guy V. Barry rocking on the same side with you. That's awesome. All right, next game here, guys. Let's keep rocking and rolling. I'm messing around here. 18 minutes in. Anaheim and Arizona. What a game this was the other night, guys. They were up, I believe, 3-0 Anaheim. Arizona battled back similar to what Edmonton did to Vancouver, and they won the game 4-3. This Arizona team, guys, is no joke. They're a healthy team. The question is going to be, is Raanta going to go or is Kemper going to go? Because Kemper, this would be, I believe, his 5th game in like eight nights, something like that. I don't like that at all. I hope Raanta goes. I think this is it's a perfect team for you to play after being injured, playing an Anaheim team. They're without Lindholm and Rowney. Rowney, he got hit really hard into the boards last game, so he looks like he's going to be out. And Lindholm, pretty big key defenseman for this Anaheim Ducks team. So right away, you've got to be leaning towards Arizona. But how is Raanta going to do if Raanta does go here, guys? That's the question I have. He had a full skate in practice yesterday, but coach for Arizona there, they didn't want to give out the lay down. See if our guy Clint here. Clint's a big Arizona guy, but I didn't hear much from, what's his name? What's the coach's name? He used to play for Pittsburgh. Slipped my mind, but anyway, he didn't want to let it all out to if Raanta or Kemper is going to go. But Raanta, he's only had one game, 3.94, 0.897. I'm looking at Miller as well, guys. Miller's looking to get his, I believe, 800th win. He's been in the league for a long time. If you guys don't know, Ryan Miller, great goalie for the Buffalo Sabres. Now he's on Anaheim. Journeyman, well-respected guy in the league. I think he's going to go here today. And he's 1-1 with a 2.94 goals against and a 0.897 save percentage. Both teams here are not scoring much in the month of February. But as we just saw, Arizona can do what they want at any point in time against really any team. This Arizona team, guys, they're a hardworking team led by a lot of young, talented players. So more we talk this one out, power plays are 9% and 22%. That's for Arizona, that 22%. Penalty kills are 85 and 88. So we like what we see defensively. Anaheim, guys, is Trevor Zegras, sorry. Yeah, as you guys know, all you guys down in the States, he was a star player for your World Junior team that beat Team Canada. Great game. So he's now up at the mainstay. He had a great stint with the San Diego Gulls. And now he's an offensive player. He's only going to spark offense in this team, and that's exactly what they need. This is a tough game. The total is only 1.75 to the over. But yeah, looking at Ranta and Miller, this is a tough game here. Second game after an explosion. I could see this is a tough one. What do you guys got to say here? Check what a guy Clint's saying from Arizona. I would be a bit worried if we get another game from Kemper, and the Coyotes could have a bit of a letdown after that explosion game. I'm thinking the exact same thing with the under. Yeah, and Miller, the team's going to want to play behind Miller here. He's going for a record win here. I think I don't know the player he'd tie, but it's a big career milestone here for Miller. So possible first period under. I love my first period unders here, guys, but it'd be probably 1.80. Looking at the goalies here in general, I like Arizona regulation, V. Barry saying, but he understands a sneaky play on Anaheim. Yeah, I kind of like the under here. Both teams locking down a little bit after that crazy game on Saturday night or Sunday, whenever it was, to Monday. The line, I would lean towards Anaheim here, maybe in a first period spot, coming out strong after that, Anaheim first period. And I lean towards the first period under here. It's 1.76. I'm not going to take that. I would lean towards Anaheim here, guys, in the first period, though. I think that could be a look. 2.31. That tickles the fancy, as they say. That tickles the fancy. V. Barry here. 16 and 21 to the over first period and 9 and 12 to the over home and away spots. Total only 5, so you have to look at a live. Yeah, that's a great look there. If you want the over here, you're going to get this down to 3.5 if there's no goals like I expect there to be, 15 minutes into this game. So if you want to take an over, wait for that 100% wait till this drops down to 3.5 or 4, whatnot. What's going on? Our guy Twatty Lottie there. Great guy here. We appreciate the support there, Twatty. If you guys don't know Twatty Lottie, check him out on Twitter. Great guy, great capper, especially baseball. That's the bread and butter for the guy. So be sure to check him out. Yeah, so we're looking at here, guys. You know what? Scared money don't make no money. We're taking Anaheim first period. Plus, it'd be 131, 2.31 on the decimal. Ryan Miller, I think the team's going to play behind him. They looked really good in that first game. Not sure what to expect from Ranta coming back from his long stint on the injury list there. So let's look at Anaheim here at the first period. Money line, that's best bet number 3 on this NHL card. 2 more games here on the docket. We'll be short and sweet with them. Well, not short and sweet. We'll break them down. Minnesota, Colorado. This is probably, I think, the game of the night. Minnesota team's playing really good hockey. Both teams coming off of the COVID list injuries. Being on COVID. So they're only 3 and 2 in the month of February. Well-rested teams. Colorado, though, guys, they're not scoring. 1.60 goals and 0% power play. So they're not doing much to put the puck in the net. Sorry, just one sec, guys. We're dry as can be here. A little juice. But, yeah, Talbot's going to be going. Talbot's 0-1. I expect to see Talbot here, guys. He's been off in the COVID list for a long time. Kakinen, no, he's done absolutely nothing wrong. Either or, these 2 goalies. The more I think about it, this is a tough spot if you drop Talbot in. This is a very tough spot going up against a Colorado team that's got a lot of offense. You know what? The more I think about this, guys, Kakinen's probably going to be starting. Where I expect Ranta to go, that's a better spot for Ranta going up against the Anaheim team, and he's at home. I doubt they're going to actually start Talbot on the road against a strong Colorado team. That's a tough look. Cochran's been playing really good hockey, guys. I don't have his numbers here. Unfortunately, I have Talbot's, but I know he's been unbelievable. He was the AHL goalie of the year last year. The year before that was Nedeljkovic. So This guy's really good, Kakinen. He played for the Iowa Wild, took this team pretty far into the playoffs as well, or not the playoffs, but in the regular season. Just still missing Johansson and Rossi there for Minnesota. They're a healthy team now. Same with this Colorado team, guys. They're becoming a lot more healthier. Gilbert and then just Francouz are out. So both teams are coming back to 100% strength. I think there's going to be some goals here. Minnesota's enjoyed some weaker teams too in Anaheim. I believe the LA Kings or San Jose, sorry. So they played some weaker teams, that's for sure. I had Colorado initially 1.54. The line's a little off. 2.62 for Minnesota, guys. That's insane. That's insane. The way this team's been playing, you can't back Colorado at that price. I do expect this game to open up. Let's see Kakinen do it again against a team like Colorado. Grubauer, he's been good in the month of February though, guys. 1.81 goals against and 0.935 save percentage. So both goalies are playing pretty good. I would look towards Colorado to bounce back though. Lean towards the over. I don't like this one. I'm humming and hawing a lot about it. So we're leaning towards the over in Colorado in that matchup. Our guy Clint here is saying Colorado got shut out by the Knights, though. I'd expect them to be pissed. I'm thinking the same thing, and Kakinen's going to get tested, to say the least. That's why I don't think they'll bring Talbot in. That's a tough spot to come back, especially being on the COVID list there. So I think Kakinen will be going, but it's going to be a really tough spot for the guy. They're deep. They're one of the best offenses in the league. And Vegas, they had Fleury and net. Another really good goalie. What I'm trying to say, I guess, is I think Colorado wins this game, but I don't love it enough to bet it. The line is definitely way off. 1.54, that tells you they do think Colorado will win this game. V. Berry here saying, got to back the Avs in some fashion here. Regulation, most likely. I could agree, but I'm not jumping in front of this Minnesota team right now, guys. I don't feel strong enough. Maybe if this line was 1.8 on the money line, I can see this game going to overtime. The over-under is very iffy. This is a stay-away game. This is a great game to watch. This is a game to live bet, guys. Kind of let the eye test do the work during this game at what time is that? 9 p.m. Eastern time, so a later one. And after the first period, you should get a better idea of what this game's going to look like and what team's going to be is showing up more so than not. So I'm going to live bet that one, guys, staying off the Colorado-Minnesota game. DX Filer saying Avs first period. That could be a sneaky look. Even a first period over. Now that I think about it, Minnesota's done nothing wrong. They're scoring like crazy right now. Grubauer's been good, but I could possibly, that one just stuck out the most right away. First period over. That's the lean. First period over. Thanks for that, DX. There you go. Everyone, throwing the ideas back and forth. You come up with something. It's like throwing everything in the pot and you come up with the cake, right? But lean full game over. Yeah, first period over. I think might be one of my. That's a question mark along with the Calgary-Toronto over. Anyway, guys, last game of the night here. LA Kings, St. Louis Blues. Big issues with the Blues. Gunnarsson, Barbashev, Parenko, Schwartz, Thomas Bozak, and Tarasenko. Tarasenko's been striding in the right direction. He's been playing, getting some practice in. So look for Tarasenko to come back in the foreseeable future, probably the next couple weeks. They will need him. Binghamton, he's been 3-4-1 in the month of February, 2.52 goals against, 0.91 save percentage. So he's been okay to be kind. The issue though has been the injury. The injury bugs just really hit this team. St. Louis is with the farm team of Utica, and Utica, yeah, they got some players. So St. Louis, I think it's their defense. Their defense, guys, they don't have much on the DN that I feel strong about. There is a guy named Lind on Utica, but I'm not sure who do you go to, Vancouver or St. Louis. I don't know what the deal is there because he's a Vancouver prospect. Can he play for St. Louis? I doubt it. I think what they've done, actually, they've combined both teams, so they just had like a bigger roster than most. But anyway, guys, St. Louis here, 77% penalty kill for both teams in the month of February. So both teams are struggling to stop the puck on the penalty kill. 28% power play for the LA Kings compared to 12% from St. Louis. So the LA Kings been playing much better hockey between the two teams. Pettersson and Quick have been really good. I got Pettersson down here. He's 3-1 with a 1.75 goals against and a 0.394 save percentage. So nothing bad to say about Pettersson. As you guys know, Quick had the shutout last night, and he had another shutout a couple nights before that. So both these goalies, sorry, for the LA Kings are playing really good hockey. Your St. Louis Blues, I don't like what I'm seeing from right now. Are they going to bounce back? I expect a better defensive performance from this team, which is going to, I think, equal less goals. Lean towards the under here. I don't love this one. Yeah, that's a lean towards the under here. This is a tough one here, guys. Anything in the chat? Let's see what the chat's saying here. Likely Pedersen tonight, I would think. I agree there, V-Berry. Like him as much as Quick. Exactly. Great minds think alike. Shout out to V-Berry. DX as well. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Kings team total over has hit 7 times in a row. You can see that. Their power play has been 28%, 3.11 goals in the month of February, 2.33 again. So that's almost a goal discrepancy for this team. They're one of the hotter teams in February in the NHL right now. Our guy Clint here saying the Kings and Coyotes matchup similar to the Blues, and the Coyotes push the Blues over regularly. Yeah, can this team play defensively? LA Kings on the road. They're much at home, guys. This is a great team to back unders and even a live bet. They're a really good home team. They're usually down in the first period, I find, at home, but on the road could be a different question here. This is a really tough one because the LA Kings are a different team than what we've seen in the past. So I don't want to bet against them. If anything, guys, you'd have to lean towards the LA Kings again. I don't see why not at plus 137, 2.37 on the decimal. I don't see why not. I'm not going to bet it, but I'm definitely not taking St. Louis here. I just don't like what I'm seeing. They got the injury bug hitting them pretty hard right now. You got to look, in my opinion, the LA Kings. So that's the card there, guys. 7 games. We'll go over the best bets. We have so far 3 of them with 2 possible leans we're going to go over quickly here. First one, Dallas, Florida, full game over 5.5, 1.95. I expect both these teams to start pushing the puck, especially Dallas. Florida here, they're doing nothing wrong. I just expect their offense to get their 4 deep lines. They're a different Florida team. Let's rock with the over there, guys. New York Rangers, Philadelphia, first period under 2.02 plus money there. Philly coming off that long road trip. Giroux's going to be back in. I expect this team to be more accountable on the D end. And the Rangers are just doing nothing on the offensive end, whereas Shesterkin's been lights out. So I don't think that's a one I think twice about. Even the full game under, guys, nice line, plus money. Next one here is the first period Anaheim Mighty Ducks. I call them Mighty Ducks always. I like the spot with Miller and that, guys. Zegras is brought a boost to this offense, to this team, in my opinion. And Arizona could be rolling off a bit of a high. Might have to come back again after being down in the first period. So I like Anaheim first period under New York Rangers, Philly, and full game over Dallas, Florida. Now we're going to make one more addition here. What do you guys like better in the chat here? Calgary, Toronto, full game over, or LA Kings, St. Louis, LA Kings money line? See what you guys say in the chat there. While I leave that simmering there in the pot, I'm going to bring up the AHL. Got the AHL action here, guys. We broke the hell out of this AHL card. It's a nice 7-game slate here, so yeah, we'll get right to it here. But this game here, Calgary, Toronto, 2 backups in net. Toronto got shut out. Calgary's playing with more heart. Are they strong enough to stop this team? Calgary's going to win this game, I think. That would be my lean. I think Calgary wins that game. You know what? There you go. Let's not think twice about it. Calgary's going to win this game. Best bet number 4. Full game. I like what I'm seeing. Not so much I like what I'm seeing. This is the time to fade Toronto. They got their backup in. They're missing so many players. Rittich is playing strong. This team's healthy in Calgary. They're playing to win this game. Full game, Calgary. Also, I like the plus money. Let's see. Calgary has been a dumpster fire, really, except for the last game. I don't think they've been playing with heart. This is true, but I was watching some interviews from some of the team, the guys. They didn't bring in Tanev. They didn't bring in all these guys to just kind of be lackadaisical. They're going up against their former guy in Brodin there, Brody. They want to win this game. I don't see why not. Not that Toronto doesn't either. They got, Matthews, Marner. They got Tavares, all these guys, but they're missing their grinders. without your grinders, you're not going to win many games. You know how Toronto was last year, guys. They blew games. They might be up, but they're going to lose them 4-3. So I'm going to rock with Calgary here. I liked them yesterday, and I actually like them better today. So we're rocking with Calgary here, guys. Best bet number 4. Lean towards the LA Kings on the money line. Alrighty, guys, let's do the AHL. We'll be about, I can't say how long. We got 7 games, or what do we got? 2, 4, 6, 7 games, yeah. And I've locked in on 3 of them. Nice card here. I'm not going to go any more than the 3 bets. So we have a total of now 7 best bets on our card here. Right to the AHL here, guys. 5 p.m. Eastern time. Hershey Bears versus your Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. Looking at Copley and Legacy. Copley, guys, Phoenix Copley's been a great goalie. He's been the number 1 in Hershey for a long time. He's got a 1.97 goals against with a 0.92 save percentage. Legacy, he's been no joke himself. He's been really good in the month. He's only had 1 game. Thing is with the AHL, guys, there's only been a couple, with the goalies, there's only been a couple, 3 or 4 starts from most of these guys, only maybe even 2. So just because there's been very few games in the AHL, there's so much movement right now. Some of these goalies they're going up more. They don't know if they're going up or down. Not to mention you have you want to get players rotating. It's not so much you want a number 1 in the AHL. You want guys rotating. You want guys getting ice time, so when they do have to get called up, they're ready to go. So Copley here, you got to like these 2 goalies. I had originally Hershey money line. I lean towards Hershey. They're just the better of these 2 teams, but Pittsburgh's getting a lot healthier, so that means they're getting a lot more of their players back on Wilkes-Barre. This is a stay-off play. I'd also lean towards the under 5.5, and the Hershey Bears on the money line. Won't be too long about the next one here. I don't have a bet on this one. Lehigh Valley versus Binghamton. McIntyre and Cormier I'm looking at. Both these goalies have been really good also, guys. Stellar. Both teams are 3-4 to the under on the year for Lehigh, 3-5 to the under for Binghamton. Lehigh Valley's 2-1, 2-1 on the road, where Binghamton's lost their last 3 games. Excuse me, sorry, get a little drink here. What I want to say though, Binghamton, as you guys know, the Devils are healthy now. So a lot of these offensive players that the Devils had that were call-ups, they're now back on this Binghamton team, and I can tell you they're going to put the puck in the net. I would lean towards Binghamton here, guys. Not strong enough to play it. This McIntyre guy, Zane McIntyre, used to play for the Utica Comets. He's 1.73 goals against with a 0.942 save percentage. So this guy's been really good, and that's a 4-game sample size, more than most. So I would lean towards a stay away on that one there, guys. That's kind of going to be the play there. This is one of our best bets. Let's not mess around anymore. Iowa, Texas here, guys. I love Iowa here. They're going to get their number 1, Barbeau. He came in a lot last year when Kakinen got called up. He's got a 1.94 save percentage, goals against with a 0.927 save percentage. So he's been a really good goalie. This Texas team does not have a backup right now. They have Oettinger up in the NHL, as you guys know, and their backup's Point and Shaw. I expect Point to be going. He's the better with a 3.6 goals against and a 0.879 save percentage. So Barbeau is much better. As you guys know, Minnesota also is getting a lot more healthier. They're getting this team last year, guys. Iowa was one of the better teams. They had offense. They got guys. What's his name? Slipped my mind. But Mayhew. They got some other guys. Sorry, I'm butchering their names, but this Iowa team is no joke. We're rocking them on the money line, 1.90. They've been playing poor. This is a perfect spot for them to bounce back, in my opinion. Not going to think twice. That's my favorite play on the AHL card right there, guys. Let's get back to the chat here. I want to wait on the goalies, though. Waiting on the goalies is so key, guys. I've lost a couple bets, to be honest, because I've had the wrong goalie matchups in the end. So don't take what I say with these goalies gospel. Wait till you see the confirmations on the NHL Twitter feeds and whatnot. But from my previous records there, it's a high percentage where we do hit the goalies pretty much right on the nose there. We might miss the odd one, but yeah, make sure you definitely get the goalie lockups in here. Has Iowa solved their goalie woes? 100%. This Barbeau, like I said, make sure Barbeau is going. He was called up because of Talbot, so he was backing up Kakinen. So now that he's not backing up Kakinen, Talbot's going to be back up tonight. Barbeau is 100% much better. This is the guy they want. They're going to have the offense. Texas has no goalie. They do have some offense, but they've had 11 days off too, guys. This Texas team hasn't played in 11 days. So you're going up against a team that's pissed off in Iowa that's lost the last 2 games. And they want revenge too. They lost the series at home 2-1 to Texas in their home opener. So great spot, in my opinion here, guys. Don't think twice. Iowa Wild. Next game on the list here, Manitoba Laval. I don't have a play on this one. Burdin and Primo, not 100% on the goalies. That's a big reason why. Burdin has played 5 games already, so he could be taking a seat on the bench. If that's the case, I love Laval here in a bounce-back spot with Primo. Laval on the money line could be a great look. Second period discrepancies here, guys. Manitoba scored only 2 goals in the second, allowed 9. Laval, 9 goals, allowed 2. So eventually here, I expect Laval to come back and beat this team. Montreal's pretty well healthy as well, so there's no reason why this Laval team's not ready to rock. That's another lean. I might even make that might come back to that one. I appreciate that, V. Barry. Yeah, let's go Wild. That team was very strong for me last year. Cashed a lot of tickets, was the Iowa Wild, so can't say enough about that team. This year, Chicago Wolves. Not playing tonight, guys, but keep an eye on the Chicago Wolves. This team's been unbelievable. Next game on the docket, though, is the Toronto Marlies versus your Stockton Wild. This Toronto Marlies team's been playing really good. One of the best teams in the league, to be honest. Surprisingly, all these games have been on the road because of the issues in Ontario not being able to play home games. So they've won. What are they? They've won, I believe, all their games. They might have lost 1 game, I believe, in Manitoba, but they're like 5-1 on the year. 2-0 versus Stockton already. 12-2 goals for to goals against in the last 2 games. So they've just been lighting it up. This guy, D'Agostini, local guy from Markham, I believe, playing for the Toronto Marlies. He's played all 6 games, surprisingly. He's got a 1.86 goals against and a .933 save percentage. So he's been a great goalie, surprisingly, for these Marlies. I'm not sure how long it's going to last, to be honest. I've looked at his numbers. His career numbers aren't that good, this guy. He was a ECHL goalie in the years past, I believe, for the Newfoundland team. That's Toronto's 3rd affiliate. So, yeah, I would lean towards Stockton, but they bit us in the ass. This Toronto team is playing such good hockey. Could see Louis Domingue, guys. Louis Domingue, you might know him. He's playing for the Stockton Heat. That's the Calgary Flames affiliate. Looking like he's going to go tonight. They just need a change. Sparks has got lit up his last 2 games because he's playing his Toronto team that know him pretty damn well. So Stockton, you got to wait for the confirmation on these goalies, guys. If Domingue and D'Agostini are going, I'd lean towards the over. If D'Agostini's not going, I'd lean towards Stockton here because they have no backup, in my opinion. A bunch of guys that just played, OHL, WHL hockey, QMHL hockey, or NCAA. Big jump up. So I would wait for the goalie confirmation there, guys. No play. 2 more games. They're both best bets. We'll make them short and sweet. Tucson, Colorado. We're rocking with Tucson regulation, not messing around. This team's 4-0. Prosvedov, he's the Arizona Coyotes affiliate, the 3rd goalie. You might have seen him in the league a couple times last year. He's been unbelievable this year. He's got a 2.73 goals against with a .92 save percentage. What else can I say? This team's 3-4 to the over. So they're scoring goals. I believe they scored over 3 goals in every one of their games. 4-0, like I said. 3 games, 1 goal. So they've only allowed 1 goal in 3 games, too. Only issue with Tucson would be they've had 10 days off since their last game. So they've had a lot of rest. Colorado, they have no backup goalie here. Gagin and Jones. Miska's still down. Francois still out. So they're really hurting between the pipes right now. That's why I'm looking Tucson here, guys. The goalie situation with Colorado is so bad right now, where Tucson's a healthy team, Arizona's a healthy team, so that means Tucson's a healthy team, and Prosvedov's one of the better goalies. He could have been goalie of the year last year, in my opinion, next to Kakkonen. So I love what I've been seeing. They're already 4-0. Don't think twice about this one as well. Tucson regulation, 2.30. That's best bet number 2. Really like that one as well, guys. Best bet number 3, last one on the card here. This is going to be a great game. 2 of the stronger teams in the AHL, the San Diego Gulls and the Henderson Silver Knights. Congratulations, Vegas. You got your affiliate right in 20 minutes down the road. Cost me a ticket the other night, but anyway, won't go into that. They got a really good goalie in Thompson. He's got a 1.81 goals against and a .942 save percentage. Unbelievable, and that's in 5 games. So a really good sample size too, guys. This team's been a strong under team. 4 games on the road, all went under. 2 games at home did go over, but that's because they were playing an Ontario Reign team that's got next to nothing between the pipes. and weak on D, in my opinion. So this Henderson team is going to be going up against San Diego, who are going to throw Dostal. Really good goalie for, I believe, the Swiss league, or might have been the Russian league. He's been really good. Guy that not afraid to move around in the net, aggressive, you could say. I've seen him, take out some players back there going for the puck. So he's a fun guy to watch. He's been really good. 2.61 goals against with a .933 save percentage, and that's in 6 games. So Dostal's played next to almost every game other than one where Anthony Stolarz came into play. So, both these teams are really good teams. But where we're going to look here, guys, is the first period under. Now that San Diego doesn't have Zegras, expect the offense to dip a little bit, in my opinion. Henderson's got an unbelievable goalie. So does San Diego and Dostal. Henderson are coming off a 4-game road trip, so this is their first game back. Similar to Philadelphia look with the Rangers, we like the first period under there. We're taking the first period under in San Diego Henderson here, guys. That's 1.87, not at my Pinnacle, but at Bovada. Check out Bovada, Bet Online. Even DraftKings, FanDuel, they could have them as well, guys. Wait till 2 p.m. Eastern time. They're a little late to throw the lines up sometimes, so check those out. 3 best bets. We'll go over them one more time here. AHL, Iowa Wild over the Texas Stars. Don't think twice about that one. I love this one here, guys. And Tucson regulation over the Colorado Eagles. No goalie in Colorado. Tucson's got too much firepower still. And as we said, San Diego Henderson, looking at an under. Henderson coming off that long road trip, and San Diego are now without Zegras. And also Henderson are without another young prospect there. He used to play for Canada in the World Juniors. He had like one goal, 4 assists in like 3 or 4 games. He got called up to the Winnipeg WHL team. The WHL is now going to resume their hockey. So some teams are actually going to maybe lose some of their young prospects to some of the OHL, QMHL leagues, or not so much the QMHL, but the OHL and the WHL once they start up. So losing some firepower for both teams. I like the under here. First period, San Diego and Henderson. That is going to be the card there, guys. Thanks for rocking with me. What's going on here, guys? I'll recap the picks for sure for our guy Clint here. We're going to do a quick recap. AHL, baby. Yeah, Iowa saw their goalie situation, he said, and looks like a heavyweight game in San Diego Henderson. It's going to be a good matchup. This could be a full game under 2. V-Berry, 3-2, 2-1. Like the first period under. Hopefully I don't get burnt with a 1-1 and it stays under, but let's rock and roll. Well, here's the recap, ladies and gentlemen. Dallas Stars, Florida Panthers. We're looking at the over Dallas, Florida, 1.95. That's at 5.5. Calgary, Toronto. We're looking at Calgary on the money line. Let's make it 2 here for Calgary. Love this spot. Best bet number 3, New York Rangers, Philadelphia Flyers. Looking at the first period under. Great goalie situation. One team coming off a long road trip. And best bet number 2, Anaheim, first period, coming off a tough loss against Arizona. You got Miller going, looking for his, I believe, 800th win, going to tie another record there. So let's rock with Anaheim. Got Zegras up from the San Diego Gulls as well. Best bet number, and that's all of them. We got 4 best bets. They're leaning towards the LA Kings on the money line, and that's it. AHL, as we said, is going to be Iowa Wild money line, Tucson regulation, and San Diego Henderson first period under. Right on, guys. We'll be back again. We'll be back again on what's today? Wednesday, Saturday. We'll be back for Saturday's big card, NHL AHL style. Thank you as always, guys, for rocking with me. Check me out on Twitter, Eagle47_, and pickcity.com, Gogi Sports. That's where you can check out all my picks. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 7 days a week. We don't mess around when we don't have these shows. We're going to be doing these shows 2 or 3 times a week at least, maybe more, depending how they go. So thanks for rocking and rolling, guys. Be sure to check us out on, like I said, Twitter, Eagle47_, and cash some tickets. Let's get that bacon on the pan tomorrow. Cheers, guys.